Another session that I finally get to reviewing after a very long delay. This is before moving to the new place and also before flying abroad for a few days. It was meant to start off with the upper body part. That was going to be tuck rows and the handstand push-up eccentrics. But I started off with the lower part of the body because this area of the gym was a bit quieter, so I decided to save some time and start off with the Bulgarian split squats. In here, I went up in weight from the two 14 kilo dumbbells that I've been using up until now. And so I was kind of scaling down the repetitions from the 10, 11 that I was doing for 3 sets from the previous time that I was doing these, on to a couple of sets of 8 reps each leg. I wasn't doing any of the wrist curls in between the Bulgarian split squat sets because I was kind of short on time, and I still did some warm up without weight for the wrist in preparation for the handstand work. And in here I'm starting off with tuck rows, and I have been alternating in this video that I'm uploading tuck rows and handstand push-ups, simply because I want to break down the footage in a way that doesn't always show the same exercise, even though I have done the 3 sets of the tuck rows before I moved over to the eccentrics for the handstand push-up. I feel like the first set of tuck rows was pretty decent, was able to maintain a good core engagement, and my back wasn't really collapsing that much. Maybe my knees weren't as far out as I would have liked, but I was able to push reps up to 8 for a couple of sets, so that was pretty good. And even the eccentrics in here, they weren't looking too bad. And moving on to the second set in here, I was conscious that I should be putting my legs a bit further out, and this is a set where I was doing a better job at that. My thighs are almost parallel to the floor there. As the reps go by, I have a tendency to bring them closer together. That allows me to get some cleaner repetitions in, and it minimizes fatigue, even though I realize that it makes the reps a bit easier. But a few more reps always beats a few less with a slightly higher intensity in my book. And looking at the handstand push-up eccentrics in here, I was still struggling with a bit of a discomfort in the left hip, where the piriformis is being very tight, and so I am focusing on doing kick-ups with the right leg being the last one that leaves the floor. And it's still a bit challenging because this is not my natural way to performing these, so I still feel a bit clunky, and having performed these for a few times only hasn't really cemented the movement pattern, which is something that I'm gonna have to get used to. But if it helps with the recovery on the hip, then it's time well spent. Ciao.